Hello, colors, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on the very latest transfer stories, starting with this huge one, talking about Jordi Alba, as FC Barcelona and Inter Milan have reached an agreement for a loan for Jordi Alba. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Aubameyang, Chelsea have reportedly submitted £10 million plus swap offer, still including Marcos Alonso, for the Barcelona star. We are going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. In a shocking piece of development, FC Barcelona and Inter Milan have reportedly reached total agreement for the loan deal of veteran defender Jordi Alba, according to Gerard Romero. The 33-year-old is one of the most experienced players at Camp Nou and is regarded as a legend by the fans after his decade-long services. However, the left-back has fallen behind youngster Alejandro Balde in the pecking order this season. His performance against Rayo Vallecano on the opening day did not impress manager Xavi at all, who has since opted to start with Balde in the next two league games. And with Barcelona closing in on the capture of Marcos Alonso from Chelsea, it was reported earlier this week that the manager would be open to offloading Alba in that scenario. And it seems like Barcelona have decided to go ahead and sanction an exit for Alba ahead of the summer transfer deadline day. As per the report from Romero, Barcelona have already reached an agreement with Inter Milan over a loan deal for the Spanish international. According to the terms of the deal, the Catalan Giants would be paying 60% of his wages, with the Serie A heavyweight covering the rest. What is now pending is the go-ahead from the player himself to complete that transfer. It will come as a huge shock, considering Alba standing as a permanent fixture in Barcelona's lineup for the past decade. But as things stand, the veteran defender could be on the move on transfer deadline day, opening the door for Barcelona to sign Alonso and potentially even Bernardo Silva. Today is transfer deadline day, so let's expect anything to happen in the transfer window. Jordi Alba have been strongly linked with an exit away from Barcelona. Of course, this comes as no surprise given as the player is no more Xavi's first choice at left back. Xavi have been opting to use Alejandro Balde instead. And yesterday, when the report burst out that Inter Milan are showing interest in Jordi Alba, it came as a surprise to many people. So Barcelona and Inter Milan have reached an agreement, a total agreement. It will be a loan move. So it is now left for Jordi Alba to agree personal terms with Inter Milan. Then the move will be materialized today. Today is the last day of the transfer window, so there are a lot of activities that need to take place. So let's expect anything to happen. So Barcelona, still looking for a new new right back, even a left back as well. Marcos Alonso will likely be a Barca player if everything goes well this today deadline, as well as looking for a new right back can also be made possible this very today. So a lot of activities we can expect to take place in today's deadline. So Jordi Alba, let's see if you accept to go to Inter Milan, because Xavi has a plan. If Marcos Alonso succeeds to come to Barcelona today, Jordi Alba will be the third choice left back, and I don't think Xavi is prepared to give Jordi Alba that kind of role. So it is not surprising that much to see that he is linked with an exit. So Xavi's plan is to have Marcos Alonso and Alejandro Balde in that left back role. So rather than keeping Jordi Alba, because you hardly play games, that's just the truth. If he stays at Barcelona and Marcos Alonso arrive, he will hardly play games, because there were reports saying that Alejandro Balde will still be Xavi's first choice at left back despite Alonso's arrival. Alonso will be the second choice. So let's see actually if Jordi Alba leaves. Even many people were not expecting Jordi Alba to leave, but that tells you how the summer transfer window can look like. Things can happen that you least expected it. So as I said earlier, the player needs to give the go ahead before the deal goes through. and it is a loan deal, not a permanent deal. Of course, loaning Jordi Alba, meaning I don't know if he'll come back next year or he's going for good. But Barca will be hoping that he accepts to go to Inter Milan, given as today is deadline day and we need to offload players. And in fact, I think him leaving will also help Barcelona a lot when it comes to the wage bill, because Jordi Alba also takes huge salary. So even though Barca will pay up to 60% of his wages, but it is far better than having him entirely in the squad. At least that will free some wage bill for a new right back to be signed easily. So let's see how that goes. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, a busy transfer deadline day could be on the cards for FC Barcelona, as at least one new player could be arriving, while there are likely to be plenty of exits, some even high profile. The player who at the moment is the closest to the exit doors is star striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang is a top target for Chelsea for a long time, who have been in negotiations with FC Barcelona over a transfer for quite some time now. However, an agreement is yet to be reached between the two parties, although negotiations are still ongoing to finalize the deal at the earliest possible. Chelsea are keen on including Marcos Alonso, who is a target for FC Barcelona, as part of the deal to sign Aubameyang. While Barcelona had been pushing to treat those two transfers as separate options, they may be forced to accept such a proposal as time is now running fast. And according to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea have tabled an offer worth £10 million, that is 11.6 million euros for Aubameyang, while also offering Alonso in exchange, with the proposal being discussed by the two clubs currently. The claim comes off as a bit surprising, considering that Fabrizio Romano himself had reported earlier that the Blaugrana had rejected an offer worth 15 million euros plus Alonso for Aubameyang not so long ago. Chelsea could be taking advantage of the short time left in this transfer window by offering a sum that is lower than what they had reportedly offered initially, knowing Barcelona's urgent need to get Aubameyang off the books and also signing a new fullback. Aubameyang, of course, recently saw injury, after being subjected to a violent robbery at his home could also be a factor. Or it could be just that the figure Romano reported earlier might have been off the mark. Either way, the Italian journalist states that the two clubs are confident about reaching an agreement for the transfer of Aubameyang before the deadline. Watch this space for the more developments as they come. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.